Hola, ¿cómo están amigos? How are you? I hope that you are great. We are waiting for our friend Stewart Rogers and I have some questions for him. ¿Cómo están amigos de Mentes Brillantes? El día de hoy estoy aquí esperando a mi amigo. Hola, ¿cómo estás, Stewart? Aquí lista con las preguntas para Stewart. Ay, ya las perdí. ¿Cómo están todos por allá? ¿En dónde están? ¿En qué ciudad están?
Hola.
Hola, how are you? How are you, Stewart?
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you. I'm here in León, Guanajuato, Mexico. Where are you?
So I am in southeast England. I'm all the way over the other side of the Atlantic.
Oh, great, great. A lot um a lot of times that I was not talking with you, and I'm very happy because I want that you tell us some questions. I will begin. What is the best that this pandemic has left humanity for you?
What is the best that it's left for humanity? Well, it's interesting because, whilst obviously the pandemic has not been good and it's affected a lot of people uh, in a bad way, and some in the worst way, there are some things that we can gather from the COVID-19 pandemic that are good, that are positive. Probably the biggest thing for me is the way that I have seen people come together, like come together to help and to change their viewpoint from thinking about themselves to thinking about others. And certainly in the tech industry, I'm a tech journalist, I'm a startup founder, I work in the tech industry. And certainly in the tech industry, I've seen a lot of people that have come together. They've created hackathons to see if we can find solutions to COVID-19 or new apps and products and services that can help people. Um, I've been involved in groups of people where we're helping each other to make sure that we're, putting the right equipment in the right places around the world and help those at the front line to, fight the disease. Just generally, I've seen people come together more and help each other more. And I hope that continues after the pandemic is gone. It would be beautiful if we just have this atmosphere of people wanting to help each other and support each other in the future.
I ask you this because you always are with friends, you always have with people, and I wanted to know your point of view. Well, the second question is, what is the change you would like to keep after this lockdown?
So as well as what I just talked about in terms of, people just keeping that positive attitude together and that helpful attitude together. I think also for me personally, being, in one place, because I usually move around all the time, okay? I usually fly from country to country every 5 days on average. And so when I'm flying around and I'm speaking at conferences and, it doesn't give me a lot of time for myself. And so this has given me more time for myself. It's given me time to reflect, to learn, to change what I'm doing and to do things in different ways. Um, and what I'd like to keep after lockdown is just that time for myself, that time to focus on myself, the time to practice self-care, to reflect, to, learn even more lessons than I already do.
Oh, great, great. Could you give us some exercise so that people increase their inner power?
Yeah, absolutely. It all comes down to meditation. Meditation is something that has become very important in my life. Years ago, I didn't even know what it was or how to do it. And a very good friend taught me how to meditate as a way of coping with something that I was going through at the time. And meditation has become very popular. It's something that everyone says, you should meditate. But I think a lot of people are not sure how to start, and they're not sure also what meditation is really all about. Because a lot of times I say to people, you should meditate every day, because by meditating every day, you will get clarity. You will be able to focus on now, and it reduces your stress levels because you don't stress so much about what has happened because you can't change it. You don't stress so much about what is coming next because you can't control it. But I say to people, you should meditate every day, and they say to me, well, I've tried meditation, but I can't clear my mind. And here's the thing, nobody can clear their mind. It's impossible. That's not what meditation is. Meditation is the practice of sitting comfortably or lying down. You can, just as long as you're comfortable, it's okay. You close your eyes, you focus on the breath coming into your body, and then you focus on it leaving your body. And that creates a slice of time in front of you that lasts maybe 7 seconds. And then the next breath comes along and goes out, and it's another slice of time. Each one is moving past you. Each slice of time is moving past you, 7 seconds at a time, maybe. Now, during that 7 seconds, something will happen. You'll imagine, there's a bright flash of light, and even though your eyes are closed, you can still see it. Maybe the breeze touches your face. Maybe you hear something. Maybe you have a thought. Something will happen. Meditation is the process of recognizing what happened and letting it pass. Recognize what happened next, let it pass. It's the constant practice of recognition and passing, recognition and passing. And after a few months of practice, it will rewire your brain. It will change the way you think, and it will increase your focus. It will reduce your stress. It will allow you to really apply yourself in ways that you've never applied yourself before. So you can completely focus on you, focus on your tasks at hand, focus on your life. It gives you so much more power if you just meditate every day, but do it the way that I'm describing. Don't try to clear your mind. It's impossible. Nobody can do that.
Okay. Well, great exercise. Well, my next question is, which are you considering are the more important priorities that we should focus at human beings now?
So which are the most important? I didn't catch the word.
Priorities
Priorities.
that we should.
Okay.
Priorities.
Yeah. Okay. Once we get past COVID-19, once we get past coronavirus, we have a much bigger problem that is facing us. And we need to do a better job than we have been doing. And that is climate change, global warming, saving the planet, whatever you want to call it. It's a much bigger problem than coronavirus. We have to find ways to put in place solutions that are going to be globally scalable so that we can use them everywhere, and solutions to basically reducing the amount of carbon emissions that we produce, to sequestering the carbon back into the earth, to allowing the planet to do its job and support us. And let's be clear, if we don't save the planet, trust me, the planet will carry on just fine. It's just that we're the ones that are not going to survive. So we have to treat our home much more respectfully. And there's a lot of amazing people out there that I know that are incredibly inspiring, that are coming up with solutions that will really help our planet at a huge level. We can do our part. We can do our part to reduce our waste, to not use single-use plastics, to make sure that we're being mindful of how we live and what we do. But we need big companies to change the way they're doing everything, because individuals around the world are responsible for, according to my friends at Plan A, and Plan A is one of those companies that's doing incredible things to help the planet. But according to my friends at Plan A, only around 30% of the problem is with the people. 70% of the problem is with big companies. So we have to find ways, and Plan A are working on that, and so are many others, to get big companies to reduce their emissions, to act more responsibly. Because if we can get all the big companies to work on this, and by the way, if they do, it will be cheaper for them to run their businesses and therefore they will become more profitable. So that's good for them. But if we can get the big companies on board, we have a chance of saving the planet and making sure that we have a home for a very long time to come yet.
Oh, great. And also, I think that there is something very important that I want to ask you. It is, what do you think is the most important factor for people to find their passion, and dedicate themselves to this?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. Great question.
Uh,
Finding your passion is about being honest with yourself about what you love. And once you find out what you love, and you have to dig back because when we become adults, we're told to put away all the childish things that we used to do and stop being a child. You've got to be an adult now and you've got to be grown up. Worst advice ever. Don't do that. Still be a child. Have fun, enjoy, play. Do the things you love. Like I know that you do art, for example. So, it's a playful, joyful, creative thing, right? So keep doing it. Find the things that you love. Now, if you want to find your passion, there's this concept that we call ikigai. It comes from Japan, ikigai. And what ikigai means is that you found something that you love, you found something that you are good at, you found something that can make you money, because unfortunately we still have to make money in this world, and you found something that will help people or the planet or both. If you can find something that you love, that you're good at, that makes money and that can help people and the planet, that is your purpose, that's your passion, that's what you should be doing. Now, it takes a lot of soul searching. You have to remember all the things you loved doing. You have to see if you can make money from them. You have to see if they're helpful to others. You have to be honest with yourself about whether you're good at them or not. But if you can find that thing that ticks all four boxes, that's how you find your passion. That's how you find your purpose.
Perfect. And finally, I want to ask you about your passion. I would like to ask you about Badass Empire. Can you tell us something about that? I want that the people know.
Absolutely, and thank you so much. Yeah, Badass Empire is a startup that I created with my co-founder Victoria Loskatova. She's from Ukraine. She's currently in Portugal, and we had the idea.
Victoria.
Hi, Victoria. So we had the idea that we wanted to help digital professionals, people that do most of their business online. They create websites, they do their marketing online, they conduct their business online. A lot of their lifestyle is surrounded by online tools and apps and all of these things. So we wanted to help those people become better by educating them, by giving them as much great information in business and marketing and lifestyle as is possible. So we created Badass Empire. Now, Badass Empire is like the top. That's the umbrella that everything goes under. Within Badass Empire, we have Badass Summit. Badass Summit, it's an online conference. We've been running it for a long time before coronavirus. So we had an online conference well before everybody went online. It runs regularly. You can just go to badasssummit.com and you can check it out. You can attend for free. So it doesn't cost anything to attend. You can catch as many of the sessions as you like. We've got 28 of the world's best speakers and teachers on business, marketing, and lifestyle. And then for a small amount of money, you can unlock an all-access pass and get lots of bonus material. But also you can just watch the videos again and again and again whenever you like. We have Badass School, which is an extension of Badass Summit. And that continues to teach people with videos and articles. And we just keep on putting out as much good content as we possibly can. We have Badass Camps, which is a physical workshop in Portugal where you come for a week and every day we do a workshop for 2 hours and then we take you kite surfing, surfing, paddleboarding, mountain biking. We do yoga. You know,
Oh,
it's like a mixture of learning and sports and play, so that you get the whole experience.
great.
And then we have Badass Bureau, and Badass Bureau is a speaker bureau. So you know you have conferences both like offline and online. A lot of conferences, especially tech conferences, there's too many men on stage, especially too many white men on stage. We need much better diversity. We need much better equality. So we have a speaker bureau that is all women. They are all the best female speakers around the world on a number of tech topics. And we help conferences to make sure that they have great people on stage that are women so that we can make sure the conference agenda looks equal and that you have as many men as women and, of course, people of color as well. And, you know, we're just trying to help conferences maintain diversity and equality. And of course, that helps them because they get to teach all of those digital professionals something new too. So, you know, that's one of my startups. I have many startups and projects. I'm also a tech journalist and a public speaker. And everything I do is designed to leave the world a better place for the next generation, whether it's educating people, whether it's helping with sustainability initiatives, whether it's helping with COVID-19 response initiatives. You know, all the things I'm doing are all designed to leave the world a better place. And Badass Empire is just one of those projects, and we love it. We just love helping people to grow and become better and more educated, and hopefully they can go and just do a better job with their projects and startups as well.
Oh, great. Thank you for giving us all this information. I'm reading that my friend Stella Berenice is happy to listen to you. And
Thank you.
I thank you because give us all these ideas, and I send you many greetings to South England.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me on today. Thanks to everyone that was watching. Great to see you scrolling up on the bottom of my
Okay.
Instagram here.
Well,
And
bye.
see you again. Ciao.
See you again. Ciao. Bye.